An excellent performance. I thought our work that we worked in training was evident and on show today. Didn't allow Norwich any momentum in the game at all. And we was trying to get that second goal. Right from the second half, we seen our intention straight away, you know, with a shot at goal. So everything about West Brom was this afternoon was about getting 3 points here. I thought it was a great performance, which you've seen again against a high level opposition in the division. I thought we controlled the game for long spells. I told you, you know, with teams associated at the top of the league, there's resilience to them, and I thought Norwich showed resilience today. And if there's one chance that you didn't want to drop for their team was Jordan Rose, because I've worked with Jordan and I know what a stellar finisher he is. But him and both Dwight, whose goals are very similar, calm, composed, look like two marksmen that have regularly been in those positions, and they stuck the ball away. So we've drawn the game, but when you look at performance, the performance was excellent this afternoon. The atmosphere here was good. So, and that's why you see me full of sort of vigour in terms of the performance what I did this afternoon.
After trying to reel Norwich in for weeks, you know, you kind of got them where you wanted them. So I mean, does that make it even more frustrating as well to concede so late on?
Yeah, listen, you never want to concede a goal, whether it's in the last minute or the first minute of play. You never want to concede goals. But I thought, looking at the game this afternoon, we did everything we can this afternoon to go and win the game. I thought our work off the ball was excellent. I thought we used it really, really well. I thought Mason Holgate's league debut was a real positive one. I thought Raheem Harper to come in for one so young in a pulsating game like that was excellent by Raheem. He showed maturity levels beyond his young age that he is. And I was chuffed for him. Pleased for Dwight, come back after being out since Boxing Day and comes back with a finish. So really, when I look all around the park, I thought, you know, there were some real stellar performances this afternoon, but together as a team, I thought we gelled very, very well this afternoon. And yeah, you can feel that we should have got the 3 points, but I really feel that probably on another afternoon we do get the 3 points. So so now it's the performance for me, and it's the performance what I'm really pleased about.
Daniel and Fark made 2 changes and they combined for the goals. Do you regret not making the subs yourself before that?
No, because hindsight's a great thing after the event. And what I would say is that they gambled, and the gamble for them paid off. But we've seen lots of times this season when teams have gambled against West Brom, it's paid off for us. We wanted to get players on the pitch when it was right to get players on the pitch. And then we made our subs, but I mean, looking at it, I was pleased. I just have to look at the performance and feel that it was a solid performance in terms of the work, what we did this week, and was clearly evident today.
I suppose it's an inevitable question in terms of what's happened this week. Do you feel as though Harvey was missed today, some of his creativity and ability to create something out of nothing?
No, because again, Harvey wasn't missed today because Harvey's now gone back to Leicester. We wish Harvey really, really well. I really sincerely wish that Harvey well going back to Leicester. He's at a level now where we feel that he's gone back there at the right time to compete and perform to get into their team, so we wish him really well. For us this afternoon, there was excellent performances by Jay, Hal and Dwight in those 3 top areas where maybe if Harvey was here he would have operated in, and it'd be terrible for me to single one of them out to say that had Harvey been playing he would have scored, because you see them create chances, you see them have goals, chances at goals, and their keeper had to pull off save after save this afternoon. So with that, honestly Paul, I'm really happy with the performance of the boys, and we move on. You know, we've got to move on. We've come here today against Norwich. It was an excellent game, all witnessed by everybody here, and it was a positive performance.
Has Raheem's performance today changed your thinking in the transfer window?
What Raheem's performance has done today is it's highlighted that I really have no qualms about putting young players in. It identifies the work that we've done here with Raheem in terms of his progression coming up from the academy and the good work that he has done. And it just goes to show that there is good work going on here with our young players, and if the opportunity is right, the message is clear to all young players at West Brom that you have the opportunity at playing in first team level and expected to contribute and do a job at first team level, and we saw that this afternoon with Raheem. But we've seen there's been other young players step in this season as well and do similar roles and jobs. So I'm pleased for Raheem. I really am pleased for him. And with that game, will do his confidence the world of good.
Just ask the issue with Matt Phillips and James Morrison, were both kind of withdrawn fairly late on. What injuries they have?
On Matty Phillips is an ankle, took a knock to his ankle, so that's an ankle. And for Mozza, it's calf. So we look at both players and we assess them sort of going forward. So again, you know what it's like in this league. I can't risk or take the risk because the games and keep coming thick and fast. The demands are high in the game. The demands to train week in, week out are high, and coming through that Christmas programme, it could be tiredness and fatigue. So we have to take all the precautions, and we'll see how they go.
Are they both travelling to Dubai?
Yes, Mozza is going to travel. We're going to find out now with Matty if he's going to travel or whether for him to stay behind will be more intense work needed here. So we'll make that decision now when I go back downstairs.